everybody, this is your girl Unwanted, and here I am back for another video. So I know it's been a while and I say this with every video I make, but I'm back and I'm going to be more consistent because, you know, I have nothing else to do with my life. Now, I figured I would just go ahead and jump on this cute little bandwagon that I've seen. A lot of the T-girls on YouTube have done a lot of he didn't know I was trans videos, and I was like, you know what, bitch? I think I got me one of those. And so I'm going to give y'all a cute little story time, which I know y'all love here. So stay tuned for an Unwanted story time. And here we go. I'm going to get into it for you. So, how all this whole story started about. Now look, I'm going to remind you that, you know, I was young and dumb, y'all. I was maybe a cute 24, even though that's probably old enough to know that I should have been doing a lot better in this situation. But, you know, bitch, it doesn't even matter because, you know, girl, sometimes shit just happens and we don't always make the best decisions. I started the story time with, I think it was the day I was going to work. So I was going to work, and at this time I didn't really have a car at the moment because I think I had just lost my license because a bitch's, you know, a bitch's license was expired. And so I was walking to work at this time. So on my way to work, I was like, you know what, bitch? I really don't want to be here. I'm already going to be sweating. I'm already hot. I'm already looking messy. You know what, bitch? So I stopped by the dollar store, which was on my way to my work. And I got me, you know, I think I got me some lip gloss and mascara so I could look cute for my shift because I think I had been running low a little bit. And I bought me some chips and some gum. So I was like, bitch, if I'm going to have to walk, bitch, I can walk and eat at the same time because, you know, I be a hungry bitch. So at this time, there was this guy standing behind me. And this man had to be at least 40-something years old. But, like, he was kind of cute. But, like, nothing that I would just be like, ooh, I can make him my sugar daddy. So, no, he wasn't all that cute. But he was cute enough to, you know, catch my little eyes looking like, okay. So when I was checking out, he was actually trying to talk to me, but I'm looking like, nigga, unless you're gonna buy my actual stuff that I'm purchasing, get out my way. I'm already walking, bitch. I don't got time to sit here and converse with you while you're up here trying to talk to me knowing good and well I'm old enough to be your granddaughter. I'm walking through the parking lot on the way to work, and he, like, runs up behind me, still trying to get my number. Now, mind you, that's some creep shit behavior, but, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm the only one in this parking lot right now. He's following behind me. Let me just, you know, keep it pushing and just, you know, entertain him, you know, give him enough not to kill me, but don't give him too much to where, you know, I feel like I would be inflating his ego. Just like, you know what, let me just get your number. Let me talk to you. I just want to holler at you real quick. I'm just going to, like, okay, whatever. So just to get him to leave me alone, I gave him my number. And, you know, a lot of women do that just to be safe because nobody has time to actually just, you know, try and find a quick little lie. Bitch, I'm up here trying to get to work. I don't have no time to think of a lie, or just in case you try to beat my ass in this parking lot, girl. I don't have the time, so I just gave him my number. But the gag is, my phone was off. He was trying to get my number. I was like, you know what, even if he tries to text it, bitch, my phone don't get charged on it till next week because that's when the bitch gets paid.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in...
Kept it booking, and I actually just went ahead and went to work. Now, I didn't hear from this man because, of course, my phone was off, so I was doing that, the ghetto shit and using my phone on Wi-Fi. Or only other iPhones could call me or text me when I'm on Wi-Fi. So, yeah, that was what was going on at that moment. And I think after that, I think the following week is when I actually got my phone turned back on. So, the next week follows suit. I'm not even worried about this man. I don't even think about this man. But somehow, the universe is like, hey, bitch, remember that old man, bitch? I'm just going to go ahead and drop him back in your life.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
So, I think I had just been coming from the AutoZone place because I was getting new tires for my car because I think I just got my license back. I was just getting new tires and shit like that because my car had been sitting for so long because I was afraid to drive that bitch because of the fact that my license was suspended. I'm like, bitch, I can't have a suspended license and sit up here and, you know, be driving that shit. So when I get pulled over, then the bitch is really going down. I was actually just riding around in my brother's car, and he actually ended up getting, letting me use it so I could get my tires. Now, when I got out the car to get my tires, guess who I seen on my side of town? It was this same man on my side of town walking around, and he was like, hey, yo, Andrea, yo, come here. I'm like, I know, this is who I think it is.
Damn, why this loud bitch gotta bring that shit over here? Okay, well maybe she won't see.
And guess what? It was this man. So he runs across the street to see me. I'm like, fuck. Now this nigga knows where I fucking live. So he was like, oh, no, pretty lady, what you doing? You're gonna be out here trying to change your tire by yourself. Let me do that for you. I'm looking like, bitch, I'm finna pass this shit up because honestly, I never knew how to change a tire. I was literally just gonna look up on YouTube and try to change the shit myself. But he walked across the other street and he was like, you know what, I'll change it for you, girl. You don't need to be doing none of that shit, little real me handle. I'm looking like, okay. Because I ain't finna still try to do it myself. So I let him do it, and afterwards I'm looking like he's like asking me what's going on with my car, what else needs done. I'm like, well, baby, I also need to go get me a new battery. I need to go get it charged and shit like this. He was like, you know what? Actually, I can get you the hookup. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, well, baby, if you want me to put this tire on for you, you know what? I can get my nephews to help you because I think I had like 2 tires that had need to be put on. So he was like, well, if you drive me to my nephew's crib, which is down the street, I can actually have them put the shit on for you. We can replace your battery. We can do all that shit. No for your charge. I'm looking like, no. This does sound tempting. And this is also dangerous because, like I said, I don't know this man from a can of paint. And he still doesn't know my tea because I'm looking like, there's no point in me telling you my tea because, number one, I'm not interested in you like that. I was just giving you my number to get away. But, like, also, now that you're up here trying to, you know, help a bitch out, I'm going to just use whatever to my advantage and, you know, use my feminine wiles to get you to change his tires. So what does my dumb ass do? I have him hop in the car and drive to his nephew's spot. Now, I know what y'all thinking. This could have been dangerous. He probably could have jumped my ass or something like that. If you would have clocked my tea, but you know, girl, a bitch was passing really good right then and there. And he was not suspecting shit. So, you know, the nephews hopped in. I'm like, oh my God, I hope the nephews don't clock my tea. So I'm not doing too much talking. I'm just driving. But I have on my shades. They're also gassing me up because they think I'm fine too. They're looking like, who's this girl driving you around like that? She should be driving us around. I'm looking like, don't do too much. Don't do too much. So I drive them to my place. And they actually changed my tires out. And then I think I ended up driving them back to drop them back off after they ended up changing my tires. And then I got the old man. I keep calling him the old man. Let's name him Greg. So Greg and me are still riding around. He said, you know what? Well, I can help you get a new battery for your car. So they already put on my tires. And so I'm looking like, okay, bet. So he takes the battery apart. I drive him up to the, what's it called, the AutoZone. They charge it, and they're like, well, you know, this battery is completely dead. So guess what he does? He buys me a whole new battery for my car. I'm looking like, bitch, let me find out I found me a sugar daddy, bitch. I feel like I just found out I done hit gold, bitch. This man done put on my tires. He doesn't here and, you know, change my battery and all that, but he still doesn't know my tea, and I'm also not interested in this man. So after we did that, well, we're waiting. It's like an hour to get it charged before he actually buys me the new one. So we're kind of just sitting there talking. He tries to get me to go drive him around and do some errands and shit like that. I'm like, bitch, you know what? I ain't doing shit, so I might as well, bitch. So I'm driving him around, getting this, getting that, waiting for the hour for the thing to charge. So then we're just sitting here talking. He's flirting with me. He's looking like, so when are you gonna let me take you out? I'll come buy you all this type of shit. You know what? Drop me by this dude's store. I got you, girl. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, let me take you to the spot real quick. So we pull up in his homeboy spot. Mind you, this spot is literally just kind of like a garage, but kind of like, you know, where people sell bootleg CDs and DVDs and clothes, shoes, purses, and all that stuff. He took me to a spot like that.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto.
So he literally sat there and bought me an outfit. Mind you, this outfit was one of the most ratchet looking outfits, but I'm looking like, girl, it's free. I'm just go ahead and I'm running up on this nigga. Let me run it up. So he buys me this little outfit. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what else you finna do? He's like, well, bitch, are you hungry? Well, he don't say bitch. He said, well, baby, are you hungry? I'm looking like, I could go for a little food, but you know, I'm like, girl, you're really having this man do a lot for you right now, and he does not know tea. So I'm just like, you know what, maybe food might be too much, you know, after this nigga just literally bought me an outfit and helped me out my car. I'm like, you know what, food is what's too much. Food is what's going over the edge. So after that, it's been about an hour, and so we go back to the store. When we go back to the store, when they tell me that, you know, my battery's not done, or that, you know, it needs to be changed, I need to get a new one. So that's when he buys me the battery. I drive back home, and he's changing it. So he changes it for me, and this man's really just like, really trying to fuck with me. He's really trying to kiss on me, rub on me, touch him. I'm looking like, sir, you're doing a lot right now. I know that you're trying to front and, you know, you're trying to ball out and check off on me, but you're still not getting any pussy. You're still not gonna get a kiss. Like,
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Like, sir, I've been letting you know this whole entire time, I'm not looking for a man. Because when we're driving out, we're talking. He's letting me know about him. I'm letting him know about me a little bit. But I'm letting him know I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm not looking for somebody to fuck around with. I just got over a situation. I'm not looking for anything. And I'm telling him this the entire time, and he's still trying me. He's still trying to buy me stuff. He's still taking me around. I'm letting him know I don't want anything. And he's like, you know, I know you don't want anything, but I want to help you. Out the goodness of my heart, I just want to help you. So I'm letting things be known, y'all. It's not like I'm leading this man on. I didn't promise this man a day. I didn't promise this man sex. He's literally telling me I don't give a fuck. I know that you're not into me right now, but I'm still trying to show you that I'm a good dude. So when you are ready, I'm right here. And I'm ready for you. So I'm looking like, okay, girl. Whatever. I replaced my car battery and all that stuff. I'm driving him home, and mind you, he's literally just like filling up on me, trying to touch on my titties. I'm looking like, dude, I'm driving right now. Like, you're doing way too much. So what gags me is, bitch, he reaches over, grabs my thigh, and bitch, he's trying to feel around on my pussy. And when he feels in that area, bitch, he feels a little something, girl. He felt a little something. He jumped back. He's looking like, so we both just looking at each other, bitch, like, oh. Looks at me, and I'm looking, he's like, what's going on? I'm like, bitch, what you think? And so he's looking like, oh shit, you one of them special girls. So I'm looking like, you could say that. He's like, well, shit, why the fuck you ain't tell me? I'm like, because I wasn't trying to have sex with you. It's none of your business. He's looking like, well, damn, I mean, y'all wish you would have told me, but shit, I'm down with it. And I'm looking like, so you're down with the girls too? You're down for the dolls? So after that, he's literally just in my car like, you know what, you should fuck with me, you should let me fuck. I'm looking like, no, nigga, no. So he's really, that's kind of got him excited at the fact that he now knows that I'm trans. It like turned to this freakiness on inside him. So he's like not getting out of my car. He's literally just trying to fill up on me, talk to me. I'm looking like, dude, I will talk to you later. Just please get out my car. I got shit I gotta handle. So he gets out the car and I drive home. Now mind you, these next few days he's blowing my phone up. He's looking like, well, I really want to do this to you. I've been with a girl like you before. I really want to try this. You know, just let me touch it. I just want to touch it. I mean, you can do me. I can do you. We can flip-flop. We can just get it in, baby. Like, we can do some real freaky shit. And I'm about it. I'm looking like, no, no.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. I let you know in the beginning, I don't want anything. So, literally, I kind of just stopped responding to him. And he's still blowing me up, calling my phone. And so what really scares the shit out of me is the next day he pulls up at my house. And mind you, he don't just pull up at my house because he doesn't have a car. He has someone drop him off at my house. And he just like knocks on the door, and I'm looking like, who the fuck is this? And it's him at my door. When I tell y'all, I'm low-key a little shook because I ain't never had no nigga pop up at my house unannounced. That's scary as fuck. Like, I don't have niggas that do that. Like, just don't do that. Number one, fellas, that's really creepy. Don't pop out of a lady's house unannounced. That's creepy. It gives weirdo behavior. It's giving stalker. Don't do that shit. So I go up my front porch and I have my dogs with me. And I'm looking like, what's up? Because, like, dude, what are you doing? And he's looking like, no, 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 no. I'm just trying to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. You're not responding to my text. I'm looking like, because I told you I don't want to fuck with you no more. So he's like, well, can you at least drop me back off at my crib? Like, I have my homie drop me off. I'm like, dude, no. I'm not doing that. I can't do that right now. My car is down. Because I'm giving a lie. I'm like, my car is down. I can't drop you off anywhere. He's looking like, man, for real? You can't just drop me back off at home? I'm like, dude. You're the one who showed up at my house unannounced. I'm not driving you home. Please go. So I shut the door. And I guess he's walking around. He calls somebody to come pick him back up. So he texts my phone after that. He's cussing me out like,
bitch, what the fuck you paying me for a sucker? I don't pay no shit like that. Why the fuck you doing me like this? I should never bought shit for your bitch ass. You really a nigga anyway.
So he's just like blowing up at me. So I'm telling my roommate this, and I'm looking like, dude, this dude is doing crazy shit. He's popping up at the house, and my roommate's like,
He popped up at whose house? Because he didn't pop up at my house.
I'm like, yeah, he popped up at the house. So he's looking like, next time he pops up at the house, let me know and I'll handle it. So next thing you know, a few days go by, and guess what? He pops up at my house again, but this time my roommate was there. So when he pops up at my house for the second time, my roommate answers the door. He's like, Andre's not here right now, bro. You gotta bounce. Don't pop up at my house unannounced. I don't play that shit. Please get away from my property. So he's like letting this dude down really nicely to the fact that, you know, in case this nigga's crazy, because I'm letting know this nigga's crazy. He's popping up. He's blowing my phone up. He's not leaving me alone. And so my roommate's like, look, I handle it. So my roommate kind of handled it for me. And so after that, he's still blowing my phone like, damn, you can't even answer the phone yourself. You really should have your roommate come to the door. Why are you playing me for a sucker? I'm just looking like, oh my God. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. A few days later, he pops up. And he's like cussing me out. He's like, I'ma get you, bitch. Don't play me like that. So he's like literally threatening me. And I'm scared. I'm like, dude, you threatening me is not going to get me to answer the door. It's not going to get me to text you back. Now you really like pissed me off. And any chance that you had of ever getting with me has been canceled. So he's literally like knocking on the door.
Open up the door, bitch.
I'm just like in my house, scared shitless. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck is going to happen? So I'm like literally hiding. My dogs are barking. And he's like, look, I can see him looking inside the house, banging on the door, waiting for me to come out or seeing if I'm home. Because, bitch, I'm hiding at this point. I'm hiding behind the couch so where he can't see me. And I'm texting and shit like this. I'm looking like, should I call the police? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared at this moment. I know he's not going to kill me, but also I didn't know at this moment. So he eventually leaves and, bitch, that was honestly one of the scariest moments of my life. I don't know what this nigga could have done. This nigga could have had a gun. This nigga could have busted up in my house while I was there. He could have tried to shoot me. And afterwards, he texted me, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean nothing by that. I'm just like, dude, you're fucking psycho. Next time you show up at my house, I'm calling the police. I think I got him shook with that. Because, bitch, he never showed up at my house again. He stopped texting me. And I hadn't heard from that nigga since. It was the story time of, you know, the time he didn't know I was trans and then turned to my fucking stalker. So, ladies, I just want to let y'all know, don't ever give strange men rides. That's stupid. Don't be like me. Don't be a dumb bitch. And, you know, I just want to let y'all know that, you know, bitch, these niggas out here are crazy. Watch your back. Always have something on you. Don't let these niggas come to your house. Don't let these niggas do nothing that you know could get you fucked up. Or, you know, don't let these niggas know where you stay. Don't do none of that. And, bitch, I think the next time I actually heard from him, I seen him at the fucking bar. And he was still on that type of shit with me. But thing is, I had my dudes with me, so he wasn't really paying me no mind. He was just looking like, you know, I still want to suck that. I still want to lick on that. So I'm looking like, dude, please get the fuck away from me. That was a crazy moment, y'all. And that's the first time I had a stalker, and the last. Thank the Lord. And so I really want you guys to, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear next. Let me know if you want to hear any more story times, because I got plenty of stories I'm sure you all will like. So like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Share this. Follow my podcast. I've been with siblings, and I'll see you all on the next YouTube video. Bye.